So this is one of my favorite modifications so far, because in the time I spent off-roading in Utah, the majority of the 30,000 miles I spent in 8 months, I really rarely ever aired down. And I just dealt with the jostles and the rough roads and all that stuff, until I went with a group and they were all airing down, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll air down too. But I did not have a good air compressor to air my tires back up. I had this old DeWalt, not old, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't very fast. Now I've noticed some people have these onboard air compressors, and these are the real deal. So what I have here is the ARB twin onboard air compressor. You can get the single one, but I got the twin one. Just, you know, it was overkill, and I got the kit that came with it. So it comes with a bunch of different things, and I'll show you here in just a little bit. But unfortunately, a universal mounting bracket that it came with did not fit the GX460. So we had to order a separate bracket from Amazon that mounted on here. I also have to get a mounting bracket for the switch here, because right now it's just kind of welded in here at the moment. But yeah, so this is the twin onboard air compressor, and this is some serious stuff here. So this is the real deal. It's plugged into the battery here, so it can actually turn on as it is right now. But let me get you some stats here in just a second. So let's take a look at the specs here for the... So this is on ARB's website. This is called the Twin Motor Onboard 12-volt Air Compressor Kit, CKM TA12 Kit. I'll put the link in the description. So this is obviously designed for inflating tires, and for some Jeeps and things like that, people use it for their air lockers. So it has all the wiring. It has I think it has an anodized cylinder bores for reduced friction. So I know some of these air compressors, they can heat up very quickly. So I think this one is really well designed, that it's resistant to just that buildup of friction when you are airing up. Let's see. So the kit components comes with the manifold kit, the compressor manifold kit, the onboard air compressor, the universal compressor bracket, which did not work for me, the digital tire inflator, and the pump up kit, which I have here. And I'll show you that in just a little bit. This one costed $967. And it's not cheap, and this is actually a pretty heavy set of hardware, but it's the real deal. Some serious kit here. So I'll put the link of the actual product in the description. So I went ahead and I got myself a little Husky box from Home Depot. These boxes are great for carrying some small stuff because I don't have a drawer system yet in my car. Fortunately, I've noticed throughout the travels they get banged around and they get cracked and things like that, but for the most part these are pretty durable. I just wish they were more durable. So the pump up kit comes with the inflator cable. This is made in Japan actually, and its working pressure is up to 10 bar, 150 psi. So I'll show you how these plug in when we get over there. I'm not the best at coiling these things up, so I just kind of folded it around and just shoved it in here. They do make an inflator kit for all 4 tires at the same time, so I may invest in something like that at some point here soon. I also have a digital deflator, so we'll take a look at that. It's also from ARB. And then we also have the digital tire inflator as well. So this plugs in to this, and then that plugs into the tire. So when we, it's a bit windy. We'll get back down there and we'll take a look. let's start here. So I've got the coil, I've got the, sorry, not the wire, but the hose. So this just universally just plugs in here. You see? And in order to release it, you just push down on the black, and there you go. So this connects all the way up here. What I don't like about this is it's kind of hard to coil this back up. Maybe I just suck, but it's kind of hard to coil this back up. Let's go back down to the tire and I'll show you what's up there. Okay, now let's say we're on the trail, right? We're gonna have to air down our tires. So what we have here, so I had an analog one of these before in my 4Runner, and I don't know where it went. I don't know if I lost it or what, but so you've got your digital deflator by ARB. To replace the battery in one of these, I watched a video, you kind of have to peel this little rubber cover off, and I don't know, from there you can change the battery. But let's take a look at the instructions on how to use this, because it's been a minute, and honestly these require some practice, at least for me. So with the slide valve pushed forward, thread the valve stem adapter onto the valve stem in a clockwise direction. Okay. Push the valve core remover forward until it engages the valve and turn anti-clockwise to remove valve. When the valve core is removed, it will push the core remover out and the gauge will read the tire pressure. Okay. So pull out on the slide to release air, push in on the slide to stop the air, and check the pressure. Note, gauge will not show the correct pressure whilst deflating. So when the desired pressure is reached, push the valve core stem remover and turn clockwise until the valve seats firmly. Do not over tighten. Remove the unit, let's see, by turning the valve stem adapter in an anti-clockwise direction. Okay, let's try it out. Let's plug it in. Let's get up close and personal with the tire. Okay, so we'll remove the valve stem cover. Put that in my pocket. Zip it up. Okay, here are the directions. So with the slide valve pushed forward, thread the valve stem adapter in a clockwise direction. Okay, let's see. I believe, let's see. Ah, okay, sorry, here it is. So this screws in here. Okay. Let's turn this on. So you can see it reads, well, right now it's not reading anything, but let's see. Okay, so then it's saying, push the valve core stem forward until it engages. Sorry, I've got all these things flying around. Let me put a little cover on it. Okay. Okay. So this is a learning experience for me as well, okay? Because I haven't really used this one in a minute. So we push this in, turn it anti-clockwise until it engages, and too close to, so right now I'm reading 29 psi. To release, I push that back. Okay. Now we're reading 25 psi. Let's go down maybe to 20. Okay, we're at 24, 25. I think you can increase it by maybe screwing this out a little bit more. Remember, we're not going to get the right reading as it's deflating. So you can see we're not getting the right reading here. Okay. Look, okay, so we're at 24 PSI. Let's go all the way down to 20, see what happens. So we're deflating, we're deflating, we're deflating. Okay. We're all right, so we're about 23.5. So let's plug this back in. So we're going to tighten it up. So okay, so see now it's tight. So then we can unscrew this. Okay, so look at that. We have deflated our tire. The next thing to do is definitely turn on the car so we've got power to the air compressor. And let's see if it's reading tire pressure. Well, it has to, it's got to go up to like 15 miles per hour to read the tire pressure. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. Okay, so now that we've got this plugged in, this right here, so we're gonna hook up the digital inflator. But right now, you can plug it in and you see it's working. So let's plug in the digital inflator. Okay, so we've got our digital inflator, and so what this basically does is this connects into here, locks in. To unlock it, believe you, let's see. Pull down on the black. See, this is a learning opportunity for me too. I think this automatically turns in when you plug it in, but let's get up and personal and I'll show you. When you are using this, you simply throttle this valve here, and then that plugs into, I think this just screws in there, and then this is your gauge. Though I think the deflator was a bit off because I was reading back down to 23, and then this was showing it was already at 29. But let's go take a look. Okay, let's fill this up. So we're gonna turn this on. So right now we're reading at 26.5. We're back to 29 that quick. Let's go up to 32. There we go. Just like that, back at 32. That was so quick. That was very, very, very quick. Okay, let's release this this cable. So push down on the black. It's got a lot to release. Okay, so we got this out. Let's coil it up and let's put it back in. Let's get up to a little bit of speed here and see if it reads the tire pressure. I think it's got to get up to like 15 miles per hour. Okay, and look at that. We're back at pressure here. Let me show you also what we did for the rear tire pressure, because we don't have a tire pressure actual reading because the spare tire has been removed. So my friend made an interesting hack. He filled a PVC pipe with some air and put a TPMS sensor in it. So I'll show you. So as you can see, there's no spare. And when you don't have a spare on some of these Toyotas, they trip out on you and they get mad. So this little device here has a valve stem, and it's got about 30 psi in it. And inside here is a TPMS sensor. And that is a little hack. Because otherwise, without that little hack, it would keep giving me the tire malfunction issue or something like that. So, ingenious solution. I think people have done it before, but my friend being able to do it was amazing. So that's my little video on the ARB twin onboard air compressor, as well as just showing how to use it. Sorry for my lack of expertise. It's also a learning experience for me too. So as the more and more I do it, the better and better I will get. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and may the force always be with you.